Do you know that right now could be the first time in 100 years that it's possibly one of the most important times to grow food at home? Yep, I reckon it is.
To the river we go, leave our worries on the shore and drift away. On the river we know, sometimes the perfect words are never said.
When you look at history, going back to 1929 to 1941, it was those people in the Great Depression that grew all their own food that survived and thrived, and it was others that came to them from miles around to help them grow food so they could feed their families as well. Now, I'm not saying there's going to be a Great Depression, anything like that, but we know that it hasn't been this crazy in a very, very long time, and possibly not even in your lifetime. Now, if some of the economists are right and it's going to get worse, then what do we need? We need a commodity that we can grow at home. If you call it a commodity, I do, because I see it as a resource that I can grow, put on my table and feed my daughter. And I know a lot of you have got families out there and you want to do that too. So now really is the time to get started, and things have cooled down here at my place. The summer was pretty hot near the end, but we're kicking into autumn, and I am going to go into full swing growing a lot of food in my place, because I've got some things I've got to do about saving some bucks as well, because, well, I'm a little bit worried about times ahead, and at the moment I need a little bit more money than I usually require. But that'll be some things coming down the line that we're going to talk about in future videos as I expand out this space here, because things are really coming along well. So how do we get started doing that? Well, we need to keep our costs low, right? Because last thing we want to do is go and spend all this money on growing food and gardening, and then we've got none left. We go, well, it would have been cheaper just to go buy veggies and stuff down the shop. So one of the first things we need to do is we need to get a really good quality seed and buy in bulk of stuff that, like annuals that are going to grow over and over and over. And you know, a good big bag of it could last you a few years. Like I buy big bags of rocket, arugula and stuff like that, sprout it as microgreens, grow it as a baby leaf, and then grow it into a mature plant. And I give a lot of that away near the end. Now, the other thing we need to do is start composting. Composting is really important because we're using all our own waste here at home, and then we can actually start producing our own inputs, such as with worm farming and different things like that. Now, I'm going to leave a link up here about worm farming to getting started, and it's a very popular video and it will help you with your first worm farm getting going so you can save money at home. You won't have to go out and buy one exactly like, have a look like on Facebook Marketplace for a cheap second-hand one, or maybe go along the DIY sort of line of building one and look for someone locally that can give you some compost worms or sell you some cheap. So that's really important. The other thing is we need to look at is growing perennials, right? So a perennial is a crop that will just keep on growing and keep on producing food year after year, and you know, such as fruit trees, and there's lots of different plants and things like that. And then, you know, like ongoing herbs that are biannual, so they grow for, you know, 3 years, from 2 years to 4 years. You know, chilies are great like that. You can grow them for quite a long time, and you know, you can make lots of sauces and different things out of it and produce flavour for your food. And lots of spices and herbs and things will do that as well. And you want to go out and search out around like markets, search like online in second-hand places where you can buy plants and different things like that. Go for the cheapest deal you can. But obviously the cheapest way to do it is to start your own seeds. And I'm going to leave another link up above. There you go, Marty, just leaving lots of links to direct us off to other videos, but I want to help you as best I can, right? So I'm going to leave another seed raising link up the top here. Really important. And also, if you want to really go full scale into the worm farming stuff, and you know, like possibly make side income with that, as people are going to start growing a lot more food. I've just noticed from my channel myself that a lot more people are coming onto the channel. They're concerned about, you know, their food security, and so they want to learn more about growing food. And so those two links up there are quite important, and down at the bottom also there'll be other links in the description and stuff for learning how to really get worm farming up and quick, like in a members area and stuff like that. But it's super cheap, guys. Like I think it's about the price of a coffee or something. I don't know what coffees I drink these coffees these days, but pretty much not much more than that. Anyway, look, I'm not here to sell you stuff. I'm just here to help you as best I can and give you the advice that I can. So plan ahead in time. Make sure you get some really good seed, buy some cheap organic potting mix, start growing things in pots, and then just expand out slowly so you can manage it all. And you'd be really surprised just getting some herbs going and some peas and beans and some tomatoes and a few cucumbers can really make a big difference. There was a while here over Christmas time where I was just putting cucumber, olive oil, cucumber, tomato, and a little bit of cheese on toast, and I was getting the eggs from the chickens, and we got through, and yeah, it was pretty cool. And it just shows that it can be done and you can start saving money. So team up as like a family would, get everyone on the program, do it all together, get off the mobile phones and do something productive, grow some food, save some money, and get ready, get prepared. But don't rush into it. Plan, take your time, and expand out slowly, and you'll get better results. Hopefully, I've been able to sort of help you and guide you a little bit in this. Have a go through the channel here, and I'm going to leave another link down below from Mike Van Doozy. He's got a channel over there for doing cheap and easy hydroponics. If you want to head in that direction, he's a good friend of mine, and that's another way you can grow food cheap and easy. He'll love that plug if he watches this video. Great guy, and he just wants to help. All right, have a great day. Happy everything. We got some really cool content coming up for you guys, so stay tuned. All right, there's a plant coming up. Yeah, there's a plant on the weekend. This one you want to see. Don't miss that video, and some other really cool stuff coming up after that. Bye for now. Oh, make sure you say g'day. Haven't heard from you in a while. Bye.